So Ramana says, and the Vedanta scriptures say, that all we have to do is pay attention to our very own being. If you know that you exist, you may not know what you are, you may not know who you are, but if you know that you are, that means if you know that you exist, that is called self-knowledge. What is self-knowledge? Self-knowledge is knowing that you exist. You might be confused. You might say, I don't know if I'm a body-mind. I don't know if I'm pure consciousness. I don't know if I'm something else. But I know that I exist. I know that somehow I'm here. What that I is, I don't know. But I know that I am. I know somehow I exist. This knowledge is a unique kind of knowledge. It is self-revealing. You don't need any second or third person or object to know that you exist. How do you know you exist? Because you are. Because I am. This is called self-knowledge. Jnana. Jnana, the Sanskrit word. Vidya means knowledge. Jnana means knowledge. 2 words signifying the consciousness that you are. Consciousness, in this sense, means knowledge. It's the knowledge I am. It's so simple, it's overlooked. And it seems so insignificant, the knowledge I am. You might say, or the mind might say, of course I know I exist, but I've got all these issues, all these problems. The eternal teachings say, just pay attention to that I am, that beingness, the self, the subject. It seems like insignificant knowledge. It seems like obvious knowledge. What's the point of paying attention to it? When you pay attention to it, it reveals itself in all its glory. It reveals itself as being unlimited, infinite, all. But if the ego in its arrogance says, oh no, I know all about the I am, I know I exist already, I'm going to carry on looking at this and that. This and that represents objects, second and third persons. I know I exist, I'm not going to pay attention to that. I'm going to attend to this and that. Then you miss the treasure that is right here under your nose. So, do not take yourself to be this or that. What does this or that mean? It means objects. Do not take yourself to be an object, a body, a mind. All objects have a boundary. They're all limited, aren't they? Are they not? All objects, they're all limited, aren't they? They all have a boundary. They're all finite. They arise, and then eventually they fall away. And they're finite. They have a boundary to them. They're not infinite. They're finite. They're bounded. Do not take yourself to be something which has a boundary. Another word for a boundary is a limit. A boundary is a limit, isn't it? It's a limitation. Do not take yourself to be something limited, bounded. You are unlimited, unbounded, unbound, unique and free. It's unique knowledge. Ignorance is I am this or that. Self-knowledge is I am. Notice ignorance includes the knowledge part. If you've got I am, which is knowledge, and you say I am this or I am that, then that becomes ignorance. So the teaching is to remove this or that. Again, what does this or that signify? It signifies the objects, second and third persons. When the mind is still and peace comes forth, then this can be sensed, intuited. We know in our hearts, in our intuition, through our feelings, kind of. It's not really a feeling. It's deeper and more subtle than feelings. It's just the sense I am. But we know deeply that we are divine. There's something mystical about our very nature. So the teaching is just to turn to that and be that. Rest as that, abide as that. Have faith in that. The I am is a clue. When you abide in that, it reveals itself. It's like a doorway. We open that doorway to liberation by paying attention to it, by resting in it as it. The teachings are like a map. The teachings are like a map. It leads you to liberation. It's the map that takes you to the greatest treasure. It's the greatest treasure map. Notice that for a map to work, you have to have faith in the map. We don't ordinarily think of maps as something you have to have faith in, I'm guessing. That's not normally how we talk about faith. But for the map to work, you have to have faith in the map. The map also has to be a good map. The map is inscribed in our hearts, within us, in our intuition. When we still the mind, the map is there. The external teacher, someone like me, or the scriptures, just describe in words the map that's already inside of you. You have to have faith in the map. The map doesn't work if you pick up the map and you argue about the map and you discuss the merits and demerits of the map and you tear the map to shreds through forensic analysis and argument, but you never start the journey. Once you start the journey, the wonderful thing about this journey is once you start it, the faith becomes easier, because as you start the journey of self-inquiry, of self-attention, abiding in the I am, evidence starts shooting towards you about how correct this map is. But if you don't start the journey and you just stand on the sidelines and criticize and debate and think and talk, which are all fine, by the way, it's a part of the process. But if that's all you ever do, then the map will not work. It's good to think and criticize and critique things, but then it's also good to give it a go, especially when the cost is so little and the potential reward so great. So have faith in the teachings, have faith in the map. The external teachings, the teachings within you, they're the same. Have a think about what I'm saying, by all means, and look and see, is that true? Are the external teachings and the internal teachings, are they the same? When I listen to my heart, does it tell me to rest in being? Or does it say something else? Listen to the teachings. Think about the teachings. Then follow them up.